Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Guardian Gang SMP. We are currently in our Nether Hub. If you are familiar with our Nether Hub, there have been some changes because today we are returning to this project. If you have been here for a while, this was one of the first projects I ever did back when I barely knew what I was doing. I still don't really know what I'm doing, but we're definitely better than before. We certainly got a mic improvement. But we are finally going to get some of the nether highways put in place, and this one is the most done. We actually have little barriers up on the side so we don't just fall off, but since putting in the actual ice phase is extremely boring and not even that good for a replay because I'm going back and forth figuring out the coordinates, I have put in ice ways all around, and so we're going to look at all the ones that I put in real quick so we know what we're building highways to and stuff. And so we're going to start with one that I have completed the most, and this one goes over to Megan's place over there, and then also the Guardian Castle where we have our Guardian farm and our Creeper farm. And I also put these little billboard like things. I absolutely love them to mark where you're going. I don't have it all set up like I need Megan's head, so that's up. I need her head. I need her to kill herself in Minecraft. This is just to improve maneuverability around this place because I have gotten complaints from my friends here that they're like, I never know where I'm going in the Nether Hub, and I'm just like, just know where you're going. And obviously it's easier for me. I was the one who did the Nether Hub project, and they just kind of watched it come together. So it's going to make sense that I know where I'm going. So even the indoor portals are labeled. So we got my old house with the iron farm labeled. Over here we have the Kevin Mansion marked by Kenzie's face along with the village, and eventually we'll have the ice district labeled, which is actually this pathway. And a thing I found really surprising is this. There's nothing to go. There's nothing in this entire quadrant of the world, and so at some point we're gonna need to fix that. I don't know how, I don't know when, but eventually. And then we have Rosamund's Palace, which we pranked in the last episode, and then this place has got a lot. We got Isabella's base, we got a McDonald's in the middle of a desert, and we have this one has a lot, and I need some sort of mini block that's like Mesa themed, so we're gonna have to get that at some point. But this one's complicated because you go down this one and you get to the end portal, and then there's two different ice highways. One of them goes to the Mesa, one of them goes to the Witherskull farm. I think this one is the Witherskull one and this one's the Mesa. Don't quote me. And then we have two last ones over here. We got the flower farm right there. And then this, which is the mini game that Megan was challenged to a while ago, but it is currently off limits. And so I'm probably not going to be able to like get this highway complete because I'm not sure if she's going to move her portal or what the deal is with her in that project yet. But so we have all the ice waves, but they're not usable. So we're going to have to make those usable and finish them with something like this. But even this isn't done. We're not leaving this like that. I want this to kind of look like a train station or a subway station when you get to one of these. But I still want the portal to have the same look as they do inside the Nether Hub for that coherent theme. And so what we're going to do is we're going to enter time-lapse mode once again. And we are going to make all of these paths look pretty in it. It's going to be painful for me. For you guys, it's only going to be a minute or so. But this is going to take me a long time. So let's get started on that. So some work has been done, and that wall that you were seeing, you may be like, there was no replay for that, and that is because I had this plan where I was going to get the floors in, and that was going to be today's episode. I would get everything set up except for like decorating the sides, but all those little train station bits would all be done, and these bits would be done. And then I was going to ask for your guys' opinion on, do I go with a more open design, something like this, or like a wall design where we would have something like this with these, something like that going all the way down, and then a roof overhead. And when I was building out the two designs, this one wasn't exactly polished, but I came up with this and I was like, wait a minute, I like that. And it made my decision before when I was trying to figure out things in my head. I wasn't sure, but now I am, so I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go with this, and I hope that you agree with that decision. But so we only have like half of one of these done. But another thing has happened, and thus the break. So if we go over to my base, someone did a prank. While I was working on this last night, Alex was oh so on, and he went and checked out the Nether Hub and saw that I had all my supplies over. And so he pranked us by putting packed ice all over the water and snow golems everywhere. And I know it's him because one, he was the only other person on last night. And two, this is just him. Although that capital I is suspicious. But either way, it is him. He and I were the only people on. Why would I prank myself? And I had other reasons. I just can't remember them now. Oh, the fact that they go after mobs and they'll kill Endermen. In the past, you guys have seen how much I love trapping Endermen in boats, and I don't want them to come to haunt. I forgot there was one up here. No. So I set one of them free that was over there, because I was like, better he despawn than die. You. Go away. Go away. I don't want you. I don't want you in the boats. Those were the Enderman boats. Those weren't yours. And so it was him. I would not kill my Enderman. I like them too much. I really can't. I had so many other reasons. We have a little group chat, and I was so defensive of my position that I did not do it. And I had so many reasons for why it was him. They're all blanking on me. But it was him. Let's I don't want to clean this up. Snow is one of the most annoying things to clean up, but I think I should be able to spam torches, and it'll slowly get rid of it for me. Yes, I'm seeing some of it disappear. That's all my torches for now. It's not perfect, but it will do for now. I know Megan got pranked as well. Alex technically got pranked, because I think he wanted to throw it off the trail. Let's see if he was just lying about that in our group chat, or if he actually did. Okay, so there is some. But it's a significant amount more than other places. And he doesn't have a sign, because it would be somewhere noticeable. So I think that this was Alex. I am like 110% sure. I want to see if Rosamund has. So Megan did. Alex pranked himself. Let's see if Rosamund did. Because if so, that's her second time getting pranked with the snowman prank. So, whoops. Yes, she has. She has had multiple pranks. She still has this up from last week. Yeah. Alex is the only one without a sign. So, it had to have been Alex. Let's resume this project now, shall we? Alright guys, let's get a boat and we're gonna head back because a lot of progress has been done. However, there is a slight problem that I will explain after we get down this path. So this tunnel, this is the only one that's done. And that's because we have a little bit of, what's the word? I don't know the word. But we have a little problem that is stopping us from finishing, and that is a lack of supplies. So I am once again out of nether brick, and I haven't had this problem since I started this nether hub when we just built this centerpiece area, but we have run out of it once again, and I am kind of sick of mining netherrack because you don't get much for mining netherrack. 4 pieces of netherrack gets you 1 netherite brick, and that's after you smelt it. That's quite a bit of work. But you know what's more work than that? But I'm willing to do? A gold farm. And another thing that a gold farm would get us, and another thing that we are out of for this project, is black stone. So I have some black stone in here. However, the black stone that I have left over is either walls or it's some sort of brick variant, which I have not used anywhere. And so that would be a bit jarring to use. And so I don't want to just do plain old resource gathering, and I've been meaning to do a gold farm for a long time. And so at some point we're going to have to do that. I say at some point because we are juggling many projects here. But I really want to do it, but we also have some other projects that we need to do to get to that, such as getting some turtle eggs and stuff, and I think it'd be cool to make a little turtle sanctuary. But we made quite a bit of progress. So this hallway, yeah, it's a hallway, is pretty much, the first part is completely done except for the roof. However, it does not get all the way to our nether portal to the stronghold. And not even this goes all the way to our mesa and our wither skull farm. I can expand these because I do have some sandstone left over that, no matter what, will have to be gathered by hand. And that doesn't even go all the way, and I'm also, this project, even with all the supplies, it wouldn't be completely finished because there is nothing in this entire quadrant of the world that we have built. I don't know whether to put a wall up or wait to do anything until there is something of interest in this area. Maybe we'll put the turtle sanctuary in this quadrant because we'll need that for a gold farm. And we need a gold farm to do piglin trading. It's a lot. I made a tweet about this the last night for me, a week or 2 ago, for you guys, explaining the process of just how projects work on this. So I have my Twitter linked in the description. It's also on the channel. I don't do much with it. You'll mainly just find me talking about projects that I haven't uploaded yet, so a bit of a sneak peek if you do want to check that out. But I do think that it's a little tree diagram of how projects work, and I think it's pretty funny. And it has to do with this project here, so check it out if you want. It also gives you an idea of when I'm actually working on things versus when they finally get out into the world. We're back over here at the Nether Hub because I realized I changed something and I didn't really explain it. I'm going to show you exactly the little, these guys to kind of show how it's a little bit like a train station. Obviously we have the portals. This one goes to Megan's house, and then this is the train. It comes in, it stops, and I view this little area as the platform, and these as little like support beams holding up the roof. So we got a waiting area with a bench for the train, even though you never have to wait. You just press the button and there it goes. And I have bad news, guys, to end this episode with. And before I get started, I want to say that this is Doom Gaming. He comments on my videos, and Doom, I blame this on you because, so the day that the video where I cleaned out the bottom of my base to prepare for terraforming. On that episode, Doom asked a question regarding what would happen if I accidentally died. And I responded, things would go on as normal, it would just be unfortunate. And a couple hours after that conversation about what would happen if I accidentally die, I accidentally die. That number was around 16,000. And now it is at 419 because it's been a couple of days now. And I'm going to show you why I died before we wrap up. I was down here. These are our netherite mines because I was looking for magma blocks. There's lava behind there. I didn't mind them. I was flying through these netherite tunnels and I was doing fine, dodging the lava, all the little blocks. And I was flying up these stairs, right? And I clipped them right about there. And I died. It's so sad. I was so close to the door and I died. I died somewhere safe, so at least I could get my stuff back, but man, is it unfortunate. But in other news, we do have enough magma blocks for a gold farm, and Rosamund actually reached out to me. She wants to help out with that, so we're going to figure out time that we can meet and figure that out. But first, we need a turtle sanctuary, and I've mapped out a location, and we're going to see that location in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed. I'm so sad about my death, but we're still going to have a good time with Rosamund and Megan killing me. They've been working on it. They think it's going to happen soon, so they've made good progress. So I will see you next week, and I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.